What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Dimitra. Just so you guys know, there might be a little bit of ambient sound in the background because I do have my window open. It is really hot inside of this room right now, especially when I have the studio lights on, so you may hear a couple of cars whizzing by, and you may also hear my door kind of slamming in and out, although hopefully I won't do that, but it's because of the cross breeze that's going on. But anyhow, that's just so you know in case you hear something funny throughout the video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Violet Voss and NICOL Concilio, I don't really know how to say her last name, eyeshadow palette. I was fortunate enough to pick up this palette at IMATS last weekend, or maybe 2 weekends ago now, I can't quite remember, everything's a bit of a blur. Violet Voss was actually my first stop at IMATS because I knew I wanted to get my hands on this palette to try it out, mostly because I thought the price point would be pretty decent compared to the Ride or Die palette, which is a little bit more on the expensive side. I'm really happy I picked up this palette because it has been impressing me so far. I had zero expectations when I went into it. I wasn't sure if the mattes would actually work out, what these foiled or metallic shadows would look like either. There is one shimmer down here which is also extremely pigmented, but basically what you see is what you get. All of the colors are true to pan, so nothing applies lighter or darker. They're really pigmented. They're not as creamy as some other shadows that I've used in the past. They are a little more powdery, and I want to say a little grittier, but not gritty to the point where you're feeling like little pebbles between your fingers or on your brush, but they just have a bit of a powderier and harder consistency, but I think that's exactly what makes them blend out the way they do. When I was creating the look that I'm wearing on my eyes today, I just quickly dabbed my brush into these matte colors, and immediately I had incredible pigmentation all over my eyes. They blended out so seamlessly. I had zero issues with any of these colors. To be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to play around with all of these colors yet, but I have played around with most of the mattes, especially all of the warm colors. I've also played around with most of the foiled or metallic shadows in this row here, but I haven't had a chance to play around with many of the shadows in this row right there. Just wanted to highlight the packaging here. I love that it's this beautiful sort of pink holographic box. You've got Nicole's face on the back here, a small little note from her, and on the fold over here in the corner you've got all of the ingredients. It does say this was made in China. I don't see any carmine in here, so it looks like it's vegan and potentially cruelty free. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, or I'll leave a note in the description box. And this is infused with jojoba oil, which is nice, I guess. I don't know what the jojoba oil is supposed to do for eyeshadow, but meh, we'll roll with it. Actual eyeshadow package is a little bit on the thicker side, which I wasn't expecting, but it is cardboard. It's got the magnetic closure. It's got one big honking mirror over there. Sorry, I'm not going to blind you. You've got the little plastic cover over the shadows, and then of course, oh, I can't bend that all the way backwards, you've got your entire eyeshadow palette here. I love most of the warm tones that you see in this palette here. I really like pizza. I think this is a really fun sort of dark brown orange. It is really, really nice to put into your crease as a transition color. I have used it in my look today. I love how it blended out, and it gave it a really nice blown out orange color without being too obnoxious. I also really like Hey Girl, which is more of a terracotta color. This one is equally beautiful to put in your crease, or if you want to put this all over your lid as a base color. Chocolate, and that's exactly how it's spelled, is this beautiful a dark brown color here. Chocolate is really great to deepen up your outer V shape of your eye. It's also great to throw it into your crease. I actually did that today because I wanted to add a little more definition, and I wanted to smoke it out just a little bit. I was feeling the orange was a little bit too bright. I layered this on top and it toned it down beautifully. Daisy is also a really nice transition color as well for your crease. It reminds me a lot of Peach Smoothie. You probably can't see it on the back of my hand because it really does match match my skin tone quite nicely. I love using that just to lay down a base so all of the other shadows will blend really nicely on top of it. Zozo is one of the shimmer colors in here, and I love it because it has this beautiful sort of gold yellow reflective base. It is perfect for highlighting your brow bone, highlighting the inner corner of your eye. It's just such a beautiful color that will give you a nice little bit of shine. Shine bright like a diamond. I should not be allowed to sing. I am in love with all of these metallic colors. They are so beautiful. I love the way they blend out. I love how pigmented they are. They are extremely buttery. I am obsessed. Today I am wearing Sagittarius all over my eyes. Sagittarius is this beautiful bronze, but more of a brown sort of metallic color. I'd say probably the more truer bronze is the color called Nicole right over here, named after the creator of the palette. That has a slightly more red undertone to it, but equally beautiful. I also love Glorious, which is this beautiful rose gold metallic. This color I am obsessed with. It is beautiful. It looks so good all over the eyes, especially if you want to smoke it out with some pinks or some really dark browns. This is just such a unique, versatile color. Palm Trees is also another super cool color. It is more of a green toned color, but it does have a little bit of brown to it as its base. It is a beautiful metallic. I think this would look really great smoked out with some really deep browns, or you can even do some really nice dark hunter greens or forest green colors to really bring out the green tone in this metallic color. And of course, the color that probably stood out to me the most in this palette would be this blue one right here called Pingy. I bet you thought I was gonna say these gold tones here, which are actually quite nice too. Victoria and LA, they are beautiful colors, very, very pigmented, but I have so many gold tone shades that they're just okay for me. They're not really impressing. For me, the star of the show has to be Pingy. This blue color right here is just stunning. I'm not sure how I would wear this. Maybe I would just use it to smoke out my lower lash line. Maybe I would use this as an all over eyeshadow and just blend it out with some other colors, but it is just so, so beautiful. It is extremely pigmented and opaque. I love the way that it applies. I think it is just stunning. Overall, I really like this palette. I think it is quite versatile. You can create some really great day-to-day looks, or you can really jazz things up, especially with Pingy over there. I think it's just a fun palette. At least for me right now, this is gonna be top shelf. On the Violet Voss website, this palette is listed at $45. For Canadians, that's probably gonna be around the $55 range, plus shipping, plus customs, plus taxes, plus duties, and all of those other fees that accrue. You might wind up paying close to $75 for this palette, so just keep that in mind. At IMATS Toronto, I was able to pick up the palette for $60, which I thought was a pretty fair price. And that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. You can also connect with me on all of my social media. I'm gonna link everything right here for you, as well as in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having an incredible day, no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.